So let's get into some Control and play this game. It's been a minute since we've played Control. I'm excited to get back into it, but I'm not entirely sure how to start the AWE DLC. So let's figure that out and go have some fun, shall we? Now, I do want to warn some people before we get too far in. This game is... How do I put this? This game is... Or this DLC is suspenseful. There's going to be some infrasound in the background, more so than usual with Control. There's going to be some jump scares, not too many, thankfully. It's going to be a lot of stuff in that regard. So if if you're a little bit like put out by that stuff, definitely take it with a grain of salt. We're here for you. I will do everything in my power to keep everybody in chat safe. I'm certain that we've got some people who will offer blankets and places to chill, but I just wanted to warn you guys ahead of time that things are going to get a little bit spoop for the AWE DLC. It's not a horror game. Excuse me. But it is more than the previous DLC was. So just keep that in mind, guys, as we go through this. Also, Nalvor, welcome in. It seems Star Dancer and all of the court has their eye on you. We've got your invitation right here. Your table is waiting, my friend. Welcome back to the Masquerade, where the party never stops, and you'll always find good friends beneath overflowing goblets. Thank you, Star Dancer, for your continued support, offering up 93 gifted subs to this channel. And thank you, Nalvor, for your subscription, reveling with us for a year! It's support like that allows me to do this every day for you guys. Cheers. And now versus, did I hear new merch? Yes, you did. As I said, I updated our t-shirts with our logo, and we have some new Voices of the Mountain merch as well, if you want it. So, let's play some Control, guys. Continue game. I'm going to get back into it. We finished the Foundation DLC, we finished the main game, and now we're going to go do some AWE stuff. Now, as always, I research games before I play them. This is true for the DLC as well. I don't go into games, it might be my first playthrough, but to give you guys the best story that I can, I try to have a baseline prepared. That's how I know that it's a little bit spooky and all that good stuff. But what I will say is I am not going to spoil what's coming up, because I think it's really cool. But you might be a little bit lost at first, which I mean is par for the course for Control. So just keep that in mind. We are in the Foundation. That's fun. What is my button for my quest log? Ah! There's what I want right there. We've got Pierce and Spin active, our carbine and machine gun. Beautiful. How do I access my quest log? It's not that. I don't remember how to access my quest log. Hang on. Here we go. Missions. A Dark Place. Track. I believe this is the AWE DLC, so let's get to it. We're gonna go back to... Oh, we have a new ability? Hang on. Whoa. Oh, wow. We're not maxed. Cool. Let's go ahead and get this. We have a lot of points, as you can see. Not enough ability points, but we can get more punch. No, we can't get more punch. Okay. We'll get that later. Anyway, fast travel to... like the main... Yeah, Central Executive. Let's go. Hey, Celtic, welcome in. Trisker says, that has cold pizza. Sounds like it's a good day for a lot of us. Yes. Birchmila says, I forgot about the cat ears. The cat ears and the Sith Lord robes, Birchmila. Because, Director Phaeton's got to look good. How's everybody doing? How's your weekend going? How's your December going? It's good to see you guys. Alright. Right, I can't pull my gun out here. That's right. Okay. Investigate the sector elevator.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there, reaching for her, trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Phaeton sensed a drowning man, a hunger in the dark. Investigation sector.
Investigation sector.
Stand up, Moko. It seems someone on the court has their eye on you. I've got your invitation right here. Your table is waiting, my friend. Welcome back to the masquerade, where the party never stops, and you'll always find good friends beneath overflowing goblets. Thank you, Stardancer, for your continued support, offering up 94 gifted subs to this channel, and thank you, Moshi, for your subscription, reveling with us for 4 months. You boss. It's support like that that allows me to do this every day for you guys. Cheers. Bertram says, how is it the 6th already? I could have sworn yesterday was November. It was. Damnation. Go back. Do this thing. Jesse, go here. Oh, they have a new unread thing. That's beautiful. Thank you, friend. Phaeton rides the elevator. Trisker says, Alan Wake? Yes, Alan Wake.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there. A presence. Jesse Phaeton could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Phaeton was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Phaeton paused to feel it. The force at play here. It was changing things around her, subtle. Trying to make her act. Phaeton didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss. So it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away. And made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Phaeton sensed a drowning man. A man desperate to escape. She sensed something else too. A hunger in the dark. Not unlike the hostile resonance. Waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation sector. Phaeton pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
This is your gentle reminder that Alan Wake and Dr. Darling are the same dude. That dude has range, chat. That actor has range. We're going to investigations. I don't know if the dude sitting at the typewriter is the same dude that did the FMV for Dr. Darling. I don't think that's the same guy, but I know that the voice of Alan Wake and the voice of Dr. Darling are the same dude. Oh, good. It's dark. Let's clean it up, said the director, cocking her gun.
Anyone here? Guess not.
All right. Shoot first, introduce yourself later. Pretty much.
A lot more crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
So, as always with this game, guys, there's going to be a lot of notes to pick up and read and talk about. There's going to be a bunch of audio logs. There's going to be a bunch of fun puzzles to solve. And, again, if you're just joining us for the first time when it comes to Control, a lot of this is not going to make sense. Partially because we've already finished this game, but more to the point, because this game is designed not to make a lot of sense at first. And we can consider this to be the beginning of a story. So, why is Alan Wake talking to Jesse Faden? We don't know. Why is the investigation sector dark? We don't know. We're gonna find out. It's probably gonna get even weirder at first. But we have our gun. We have our Sith Lord outfit. And we're back in the oldest house, baby. Let's go. Birchman says, why is Alan Wake narrating Jesse Faden? That part in particular requires an explanation into Alan Wake. So, I'm going to put a pause right here. I'm going to put up my spoiler screen, which I haven't used in ages. 1 second. And, yeah, if you guys don't want to be spoiled, when this goes away, you can unmute, but I would mute for as long as you see spoiler alert on the bottom of the screen. So, if you don't want to know what I'm about to say, it is a huge spoiler. But it will answer Birchman's question. So, 3, 2, 1. Why is Alan Wake narrating Jesse Faden? Because Alan Wake has, as we found in our previous Control playthrough, an item of power. I believe they called it a... what did they call it? Object of power, something like that. Equal in power, if not more so, to Jesse's gun. He has a typewriter that was never recovered by the Federal Bureau of Control.
So kind of you to join me.
Yeah, Gamzee with the host. Thank you very much, Gamzee. Object of power. Thank you. Yes. That typewriter shapes reality. Anything that someone who uses the typewriter types out happens. So it's not that Alan Wake is narrating Jesse Faden. It's that Alan Wake is guiding Jesse with what he's typing on the typewriter. Now, the typewriter is in a different dimension. Alan Wake himself, I believe, canonically, is also in a different dimension. There's a DLC in the first Alan Wake game where he gets out, but I don't know if that's canon or not. But I know that he's in this mirror world, this bizarro world, typing on the typewriter and affecting things in our reality. Now, that begs a lot of questions. Like, for example, how long has he been pulling Jesse's strings? It implies that he started right there. But could it be that he created the oldest house? And yes, even for that matter, Jesse Faden, created them to help him with Alan Wake. Alan Wake was made by the same dev house that made Control. We don't know. And one of the big things about Alan Wake, one of the first lines in the Alan Wake game is, effectively, I'm paraphrasing, horror authors don't need to explain shit. So when it comes to that, we're not really going to get an answer. But don't think of it as Alan Wake is narrating Jesse Faden. Think of it like Alan Wake is guiding Jesse Faden. So, there's the spoiler. Let's get back. I just realized that it muted me when I switched back over to this screen. I apologize, chat. Compiled by Tim Spalter, Special Agent, by order of William Kirkland, Head of Investigations. Official findings report regarding Dr. Casper Darling, internal and confidential. Summary. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, Internal Investigations D84 5 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous blank regarding inhumane treatment of a blank currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of blank sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such blank contained there. One blank confirmed that blank's code name to be blank, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the blank research wing to interview the staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into blank research. Refer to file 9820136 for full report. So, this is rather obviously about Polaris, right? Despite the accounts of anonymous, astronauts regarding inhumane treatment of a paranatural entity currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding that were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during the investigation. The majority of research sector personnel seem to be wholly unaware of any such entity contained here. One astronaut confirmed the entity's code name to be Polaris, but all files pertaining to that name were Hedron, not Polaris. Hedron. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the research wing during the interview of staff. Non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. Former is not under the care of Dr. Darling, Trace Care, but Hedron, aka Polaris, was. I personally thought they were talking about Jesse's brother at first, and then they said non-human paranatural entities. That can really only be Polaris. I would argue that the majority of... Oh, it's an ash tape. I would argue that the majority of the Federal Bureau of Control, sorry, I'm still waking up, don't know about Former. I would say the only people who really know about Former are Jesse and the people she's told. Director Ash, Director Northmore, and the director right before Jesse, whose name is escaping me. And that's basically it. I don't think Darling knows about Former. Maybe the security chief might know about Former, but she's dead, so. Casey inquiry. To R. Dennis from D. Gleason. Subject, possible lead on the Wake case. Okay, so again, Alan Wake. Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, the location of Alan Wake. Specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name of the famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. Special Investigator Gleason. So, that sounds like Alan Wake did get out, and he's trying to get more information on the Bureau. It could be a pseudonym. He could have written Alex Casey into the world as his puppet. That's a thing that he can do with the object of power in his possession. That would also imply that he's mastered the object of power. Which is impressive. Now versus Alan Wake crossover. Oh, that's long been confirmed, dude. Like, the entire time we've been playing, the very first thing that happened in this DLC was Alan Wake showed up and was like, "Sup, Jesse?" So, no, it is 110% an Alan Wake crossover. Missing agents. Redacted date 2007, Mr. Kirkland. Here are the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Oh, goody. Oh, good. Containment breach. Okay. Agent John Connor. I see you, game. Researcher Ezra Cruz. Agent Caroline Dempsey. Agent Lindsay Malcolm. I see you, game. Agent Charles Murray, and Agent Derek Shaw. At least 3 of those are sci-fi references. I see you, Remedy. I see what you're doing. Letters of condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You will be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid. Okay. Tractor supplement, excuse me. ID Burrow, pardon me. Tractor AE 82-KE. Acquisition date 4/21/2019. Scene not acquired. Containment location not available. Burrow Tractor AI 82-KE. Supplemental materials. Note: miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Okay. Burrow William, male, Caucasian. Case summary: 33-year-old man found dead on his property, per police report. Remains contained for coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Autopsy findings: blunt force injuries, head. Lacerations, assorted lacerations, left ear and cheek. Blunt force injuries, extremities. Assorted dislocation, right knee. B. Complete avulsion, pardon me, of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of the proximal right humerus. Extensive trauma abdominal region. Complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from scene. Conclusion: it is my opinion that Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident, as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. That's terrifying. Resignation letter. Oh, good. Federal Bureau of Control. Redacted of Redacted 2019. To whom it may concern. It is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's well-being, I'm assuming. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame the situation on our redacted, long redacted, who has routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the redacted, loose inside. I blame this situation on our director, Isaac Northmore, who has routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming the part. No, this is 2019, so this wouldn't be Northmore. This would be the guy between Northmore and Jesse, and I don't remember his name. What was the previous director's name, chat? Regardless, who was routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the redacted, loose inside. Lost to the paranatural entities loose inside, maybe? I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The Bureau has failed... No, the Director has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Zachariah Trench. Thank you, Trayscare. Yes. William Kirkland. Wow. What the fuck happened here? That's the question, right?
It's not working. Probably a loose power core somewhere.
staffing issue. Mr. Dennis. So yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff! If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing, and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork of all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby is meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth, isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put together a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. Hartman thing. Hartman was the doctor in Alan Wake. Dr. Hartman was the psychologist, I think. Correct me if that's not right, chat. Cauldron Lake update. Oh, goody. Federal Bureau of Control to Chief Investigator Dennis. It happened again, third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our agents. Could be maybe not agents, for our redacted. Could be raccoons, the locals certainly complain about them enough, but why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Our equipment. Something has it out for our equipment. Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Redacted Lake, Bright Falls Lake, if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this shit hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. Hey, J Meister, welcome in. So they set up a listening post at the spot where Alan Wake disappeared, and they're researching something, but we don't know from this what it is. Now, if you played Alan Wake, you probably know what they're researching, but I'm not going to reveal that as of yet because this game has not revealed that as of yet. So we will get there. We will get there. A lot of stuff to read. Director investigation. Compiled by Redacted. By order of William Kirkland, Head of Investigations. Official findings report regarding Redacted. Internal and confidential. I'm assuming Zachariah Trench. Summary. Per authorization from Dr. Kirkland, Redacted was launched into the Redacted of Director Zachariah Trench. Okay. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, Head of Investigation Sector, an investigation was launched into the temperament of Dr. Zachariah Trench. A recent change in behavior witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive tendencies when confronted with other staff, has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable altercations between Director Trench and Dr. Darling have been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments centered around the Dimensional Research Wing and the entity kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Dr. Trench's behavior as anything more than interpersonal disagreement. This investigation has concluded that Dr. Trench's behavior is not indicative of any possession, and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Refer to file redacted for full report. And no worries, J-Master. Enjoy your alert. Thank you for stopping by, friendo. So Squeaky says, need to get ready for work. You also head out, and then have a good day, Squeaky. Aggression, maybe Trace Garrett, maybe aggression. A lot of information here. Trench, official warning. Federal Bureau of Control, Kirkland. I am growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff is no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures, plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Damn, Trench. Remember, Trench was like the first guy corrupted by the Hiss, so... Underhill background. Compiled by Agent Lisa Keenum, external investigator, by order of William Kirkland, head of investigation. Paranoia rather than possession? Maybe, Birchmila. Maybe. Official findings report regarding Dr. Rhea Underhill. This is the mold lady. Summary. Dr. Rhea Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations. Wait, hang on. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDA since leaving the Bureau. Paracriminal organizations are now a thing in this world, as of this DLC. Alright. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector, and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Refer to File 7085286 for full report. Birchmila says paracriminal in the legal sense or paracriminal in the weird fuckery sense. Both .jpeg? Energy boost. Energy boost? What is energy boost? Plus 11% energy. Neat. God, I love this gun. Okay. What is my grab button? Not that. It's that. Okay. Cool. Move this aside so I can go in there. Hello, blocked off area. Now versus JPEG. It's not 2008 kit. Not with that attitude, it's not. Keystone inspection. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Groom and Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them here. Given their records, it is possible they've switched teams, like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the Ordinary case, but that was just the adults if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in the shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon off this place and maybe get the comms guys working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Keenum. That Gamsey says, do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just wanted a picture of a dang hot dog, right? Man, so many files in this area. Tractor procedures. Oh, good. ID Bureau Tractor AE82-K or AI82-KE. Acquisition date 04/21/2019. Scene not acquired. Containment location not available. Bureau Tractor. Containment procedure. Item is not in Bureau custody. None known. Description of altered effect. A Frank Elk tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalization responses or growls and unmanned locomotion. Considered highly aggressive and dangerous. Background. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of the Burrow Farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived at the scene after an employer found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by, quote, growling like a bear, end quote. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. Trisker says Frank Elk, cute. What? Celtic Wolf says, hey Kit, can you do me a huge favor for about 15 to 20 minutes? I do not agree to anything until I know what it is, Celtic, so what do you need? Instead of John Deere tractor. Oh, good catch, chat. Good catch. Compiled by Patricia Lewis, Special Agent by order of William Kirkland, Head of Investigations. Official findings report regarding the Prime Candidate Program. Internal and confidential. Summary. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, Internal Investigations P142-9 was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate Program redacted by the Federal Bureau of Control. Conducted by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to this investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systemic abduction and incarceration. Subjects were brought into the oldest house and placed under medical examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic incarceration of paranormally inclined individuals. Not only is this a breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human decency. This investigation team unequivocally condemns the Prime Candidate Program and recommends that it be terminated immediately. Refer to file 982-0136 for full report. Blow that out. That's not the button I wanted to push, but I'll take it. Come here, you. Celtic Wolf says, please keep Missy entertained while I go get my grandma's dog Jojo to bring her here to my place to give her a bath. I will endeavor to be entertaining for Missy. Bop.
Now that gate should open.
Alright, let's make sure there's nothing else in this area. Fire break, sector head office. So where we were was the sector head office. But the fire break is right over here, and this is the way we need to go. I think we got everything. I'm pretty sure we got everything. There's a couple of things in here, but we'll see. Specimen escape assessment. Oh, good. Great. That's just what I wanted to have. Okay. Official findings report regarding incident number A49, internal and confidential. Summary. The purpose of internal investigation X039-7 is to examine the containment failures of specimen SI1 that resulted in the deaths of a redacted number of agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no fault. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the evening of blank, I'm assuming, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive behaviors. Cross-reference the date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. The air filters were changed, and an hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Wake entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Oh shit! Alice was in the Federal Bureau of Control. Given their connection to the same AWE case, it is likely that Mrs. Wake's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the assault. Investigation is ongoing. Refer to file 623-0721 for full report. Great. So something from Bright Falls is here. It might be Dr. Hartman. It might be the witch. It might be the darkness. I really hope it's not the darkness. I really hope it's not the witch, too. Of those 3, I think I would rather have Dr. Hartman. Nalvar says, I just found a set of pictures that make Falcor, look like a cryptid skulking around on a home security cam. Falcor the dragon?
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
You're right. Blessed Organization. Compiled by Agent Tim Spalder by order of Remy Dennis, Chief Investigator. Paracriminal Profile, the Blessed Organization. Summary. This group/individual has operated outside of the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed Organization. Refer to file 739-0922 for full report. Control 2, Jesse Faden versus paracriminals in a Deus Ex style like cover shooter. I'd be down for that. 1, 2, 3.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake. Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Hi, darling.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
We're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen it.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
Yeah, the audio sync is off on purpose now, we're 90% sure. We can double check, though.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here? And Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Audio seems to be synced on my side. How about you guys? We good? Cool. We're gonna go spoiler mode for a second because there was a lot there. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled about what the fuck you just watched, go ahead and mute the stream until the spoiler tag disappears. But yeah, we need to discuss what we just saw because that was a lot. So 3, 2, 1. Alan Wake gets pulled into the Shadow Realm, basically, and uses the typewriter to create a horror novel that comes to life with the intention of freeing, well, he didn't intend to do it, but he was possessed by a dark entity that was intent on freeing itself out into the world, basically an old god. And along the way, he met Thomas Zane. Thomas Zane was the individual that inadvertently created the old god the first time. Effectively, think of it like human transmutation in Fullmetal Alchemist. Thomas Zane wanted to revive his dead wife, and what happened was he made a demon entity thing wearing his wife's skin and caused a whole lot of problems, and it in turn possessed Alan. But Alan was smart enough to write Thomas Zane, who was long dead, into the story that the typewriter was making around him, and he used Thomas Zane to escape, sort of. Over the course of that, Thomas Zane created a second Alan Wake, and that second Alan Wake went back to the real world. It didn't have a soul in it, and it resumed Alan Wake's life so that Alan, like, it didn't cause a paradox, basically. And I have reason to believe that that double came to the oldest house. But Alan, like, the actual Alan, is still in the Shadow Realm with the typewriter. Now, you are caught up to the beginning of the scene that we just watched. That was not Thomas Zane. The way that it spoke and the way that it moved was identical to the spirit that originally possessed Alan Wake, except the spirit was a woman. This was a dude. It also moved identically to the hiss, which, not great. And Alan is talking about the double, and Thomas Zane is like, don't worry about the double, I saw him, I dealt with him. And Alan was like, you saw my double? I need to kill it so that I can go back to the real world. We don't know why Thomas Zane made the double in the first place, or even if he did. But it's apparently blocking Alan. Now, that entity calling itself Thomas Zane, which I do not believe is Thomas Zane, is saying, like, no, I'm not a poet, I'm a filmmaker. And, like, Alan, like, went with it. They were making a movie, which does not jive with what Alan experienced in Alan Wake. Now, what's really telling was Jesse Faden then goes, that was Thomas Zane, the poet, the filmmaker. I always get that wrong. That line, that little throwaway piece of dialogue, that joke, inexorably links Alan Wake's psyche and memories to Jesse Faden's existence, calling into question whether or not Jesse Faden is a real person. Oh, damn. Let's get back to it, shall we? Excuse me. So that was the spiral door. There's the oldest house. Illuminati. We don't know what this symbol is yet. That game says, sorry, I just, what the fuck. You're not going to get a better explanation than that, unfortunately. There's the two circles with the dot in the middle. That's the other thing. Here's a bunch of concentric doors. We don't know anything about that yet. But we are back in the Ocean View Motel. Oh, there's a ladder outside now. And the sidewalk just ends. Apparently we're in Dishonored, too. Keystone. Thank you, Trayscare. Again, it says this is beyond science. Yeah, that's the point, dog. And, of course, the janitor's closet that leads us to Ati's hideaway. Alright. Here we go. 1. What? You're supposed to ring it 3... What? Two. Hello? Oh, did it echo twice? I didn't hear it. Okay, so we gotta make these two rooms match. Did I do it? No, you're not, Gamzee. Turn that off. Okay. That opened this door. Which gives us the key. And kills the light. Lovely.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Now is not the time to be cryptic, Wake.
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work. This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC, brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
So Dr. Hartman from Alan Wake dove into the same cursed lake that took Alan Wake and was infused with the darkness and turned into a creature of the darkness that was then captured by the Federal Bureau of Control and brought to the investigation sector. Then the Hiss showed up and corrupted the darkness into a boss. Fuck. How much y'all want to bet we're gonna have to fight that? Boop. 2, 3. Birchmilla says, I'ma have Desrock's used to be darkness stuck in my head, or used to the darkness stuck in my head all day, aren't I? Probably. Alright, so there's a problem in the investigation sector. Let's clean it up, said the director, cocking her gun. Rude. 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 Those things are invulnerable astral entities. And that looks like the way we're going, chat. Here we go. Nope. That looks like a landing pad to me. Okay, again, this is, I used to give SCP credit for being way too complicated, yet super well connected with a lot of coherent connecting stories. Control is quickly overtaking what I consider my favorite outer science genre story. Control was inspired a lot by SCP stuff. A lot of people think that Control is an SCP game. It's not. It's a Call of Cthulhu game. I don't think he's going to be in Rush Hour 3, chat. Given how slow these fire breaks open and close... That dude tried to force himself under the fire break. Whatever is through there trying to force yourself under the fire break is preferable. Great! Great. Best day ever.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
No. Why do you use the carbine, Kit? It's so slow. That's why. Right there. What I just did is why. Go up here? No. Gandhi says, we have the powers of the Sith, cat ears, and gun. It'll be fine. Speaking my language. Alright. Filing and processing and operations center. That way. What's through these doors? Bathrooms. Always check your bathrooms, guys. Statistically, you'll find more loot in bathrooms in video games than anywhere else. Always check them. Nalbor says, I keep getting distracted from my laundry. Sorry, not sorry, friend. I heard a whoosh behind me. That's great. Oh, good. 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 Good.
That doesn't look like a house shift. Do I even want to know?
Probably not. Now versus first aid kit in one bathroom, but a defib in the other. I mean, probably cheaper than having two of both. There we go. House is mine now. Might have been a space issue, Nalbor. Okay, well, this looks like a place to explore. It also looks like a place where I'm going to get into a fight, so... Oh yeah, there we go. Hiss resonance. Hi, guys! It's been a minute. Get out of here. Kneel. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Yeet. Okay. Oh shit. Damn it. 25. I gotta get back into the habit of this game. Thank you, Birchmila. Excuse me. Gagam says, what is it that gives Jessie their powers again? A TV? Jessie has several things that give her powers. I whiffed. Wanted to see them. You are mine now. Oh god. You are also mine. Like Shang Tsung.
Already in here.
Your soul is mine. Much better. Much better that time. Get out of here, nerd. Get out. Okay. So. Let's see what we can find. An anchor, birch mealet, don't forget. I don't trust that wall. Hey, look, I found a thing. It's like a petrified plant. Okay. Seize accelerator. Ooh. That might be worth putting on. Sea speed 90%. Sea speed 77%. Get wrecked. Anything else interesting in this area? And probably, right? Another petrified plant. Foot gossip. Excuse me? Ah, it's a dead letter. I see. Hello. My feet gossip at night and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely, me. Did see a document on the table? Did you? Where? There's a lot of tables in here. I'm going to need you to be more specific. In the secret room? From the main hall, go down to the end of it and hang a left. Aha! Thank you, Chase Guy. Hartman arrest. Official arrest report case 74WA004. Offender names Hartman Emil. Victim names Wake Allen, Anderson Tor, Anderson Odin, Alice Wake, Lane Rudolph, DeSol Wendy, Emerson Thomas, and Redacted. Officer names Dennis, Special Agent Remy. Charges. Code 4, kidnapping of altered individuals, 1 count. Code 8, sanctions against altered organizations, 1 count. Code 37, obstruction of Bureau investigation, 1 count. Code 74, breaching of the Ash Act, 6 counts. Additional notes. Offenders' property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWA investigation. Offenders' personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except the Anderson brothers due to their senility, and Wake, possibly deceased. Dr. Hartman cannot breach the Ash Act unless he himself is part of the FBD. Or FBC, rather. Which would explain why he acted the way that he did during Alan Wake. Are they implying that Hartman was an agent of the FBC? Because otherwise he can't breach the Ash Act. Because the Ash Act is for agents of the FBC. Curiouser and curiouser. What's the Ash Act again? The Ash Act is...
Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
It basically means that, like, you can't harm civilians through what you do at the FBC. Whoa. That... Aim a powerful light source at the darkness to destroy it. Okay. How about a glowing red beam?
This is blocking the door.
No.
So now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
Fine. Oh, that's right out of Alan Wake. That's the same effect.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's the same effect from Alan Wake. Alright. You're coming with me, friend. Now where it says powerful light not? That seems like a pretty powerful light to me. Oh god, that was a corpse. That's a skeleton. This dude wasn't beaten by the hiss, he just rotted to death in here. What? Okay, that's awful. Mold? Are we still immune to mold? We are still immune to mold. Okay, good. That man has been eaten, you right? You guys see any more mold in this area? Yup. Fuck out of here. I missed. If he decomposed his clothes would be gone too? That's fair, actually. You're right. So he's probably got 8. By something. Hooray for being immune to mold. Take. Alright. You're coming with me, little friend. What else we got? Service corridor, alright. Whack. Well, Hartman's here. What did blasting that mold for us exactly? It was cathartic. Hartman, where you at? Did my light go out? My light went out. Shit. Hello? Give me. Hello? Filing and processing, fire break, operation center. So this is the other side of that. Of this. Okay, cool. So I know where we are now. Hello?
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now we crashed out of darkness toward Phaeton.
I don't remember how to drop shit. What the hell did you just give me, Wake?
The resonance carves its way through the thing that had been Hartman, vibrating, remolding. The sound changes the darkness, and the darkness changes the sound. They both changed what remained of Hartman. They all turned into something else. A third thing. The sound made darker. The darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. Stretched as anyone once seen from out of time, like a worm through time. Almost an Ouroboros, a spiral, a maelstrom. The gravity well of a black hole, twisting inward, tightening, taking you deeper and deeper to the bottom, the heart, and through to the other side. The third thing said, when you hear this, you will know you're a new you. He said, we build you till nothing remains. He said, under the conceptual reality, behind this reality, you must want these waves to drag you away.
He's quoting the hiss.
Baby, 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 yeah, orange peel. The third thing was a monster. He'd tear apart any ordinary person crossing his path. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Phaeton. There was nothing ordinary about Phaeton.
Did you make the hiss? Surely not. Did Thomas Zane make the hiss? Or that entity masquerading as Thomas Zane? How deep does this go? Mr. Worm through time. That's not the button I wanted. That's not the button I wanted. I feel like I had a drop. That wasn't it. Drop the boy button, but apparently I don't anymore. Birchmiller says it's the oldest house. It goes as deep as it needs to. Fair. Eagle Limited Summary. ID AWE 44, event date 05/25/2015. Event location Bloomington, Illinois. The Eagle Limited AWE 44 event summary. A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have been the work of a paracriminal group known as Blessed. As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or the direct result of the sabotage. Event response. The Bureau had been tracking said group at the time, and the intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, a response team on site was able to respond to the train accident within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. This individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further studies. It's FX or square depending on your controls. Thank you. Square. Thank you, Birchmila. Ooh, audio log.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
So, Thomas Zane is a poet. Alan Wake is an author. Torrin, Odin Anderson are musicians. But I don't know who Lane... I don't know who he's referring to there. That one is beyond me. I'm moving slowly in case I start hearing boss music. Rudolph Lane? I have no idea who that is. NASA Cooperation Review. Excuse? Interagency cooperation decision regarding the National Aeronautics and Space Association. Okay. Alright. He was a patient in the hospital that painted. Ah, thank you, Trace Care. Summary. Following the NASA FBC Coordination Agreement of 1972, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the black rock lining now found in all spacefaring vessels. In return, all data gathered during space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised the concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough examination of the cost accrued by both organizations have shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the far outweighs any expending related to the processing and delivery of BlackRock. From its medium Earth orbit, the satellite will provide the Bureau with unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites, a resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It is of the opinion of this committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. Refer to file 381-4812 for full report. Moon's haunted. Moon's haunted, chat. Just so you guys know. Moon's haunted. Black Market. Compiled by David Gleason, Special Investigator, by order of Remy Dennis, Chief Investigator. Official findings report: illegal altered item market. Summary. A black market hub specializing in the trade of occult talismans, relics, and other assorted ceremonial objects, as well as genuine altered and paranatural materials, was raided in blank Czech Republic by a team of special investigators. Unsuccessful attempts by suspects to escape using altered items resulted in numerous casualties and prevented the Bureau from questioning all participants. The following interrogations revealed that not only is there a vast network of these retailers, but they seem to be gathering information on altered items and other paranatural materials from sources unknown to the Bureau. The Bureau's concern here is threefold. 1. There is a growing underground market for paranatural materials, which implies a growing awareness of their existence among a niche group of the general public. 2. These criminal individuals do not seem to be aware of the item's paranatural powers, and their attempts to activate them, These criminal individuals do not seem aware of the item's paranatural powers, and their attempts to activate them could prove devastating if done in populated areas. 3. The motivations of these collectors is largely unknown. Refer to file 512-0221 for full report. First one says, question: does the hiss still hiss in the vacuum of space? Maybe. Let's go with maybe. Got another audio log.
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention.
That game says, we've met all our creators and their art form, but who's the cameraman? Apparently, the thing that is not Thomas Zane claims to be a movie producer. So, that. Interrogation complaint. Uh-oh. Kirkland. So, you put me on desk duty just because I did the thing I was fucking hired to do? My job? Want to know what I call it? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items or AWEs or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life, and I've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just as much as us, if not more than us, and they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words, trying not to leak classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off the case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up those tracks. He killed those people, all to make a train turn altered. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back in that interrogation cell so that I can get him to flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. They won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension. See if that slows me down. Agent Hewitt. It sounds like Agent Hewitt done blew it. Thingus.
Agent Fisher, day 6 inside the motel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance. Even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best. But mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell go and ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one in there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. Gotta get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. Okay, there we go.
Still going.
All right, that was faint, but I definitely heard movement coming from the hallway. I think I might have finally caught one. Ha! The recording better work this time, or I swear to God, What? Hello? Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the FBC. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
Still going. Still going. Still going. I'm gonna sit here until this recording stops, game. So that's a click. Nope, still going. There, I just turned it off. Yeah, I just turned it off. Huh, I wonder if that's an Easter egg. What I'll do, chat, what I'll do is I'll play that over the break, and you guys can let me know if something happens while I'm gone. That's what we'll do. We'll play that over the break. Oh, side quest. Hi, Auntie.
The air in here is getting bad. The vents, they are full of mold shit. It's not good for you. Headache, nausea, mold, depression. How can you tell when you are in?
Auntie wants us to clear out the mold. Fair enough.
Darkness everywhere. New day, same old bloody city. The old way. Like dark but good for nothing. Get rid of it. The lads in here have died standing up. Lighten them up.
Ah, more plants. Alright, let's go make some new friends.
Shine light on the plants. Okay, we can do that. But first, we're going to take a break. I got some stuff that I need to go take care of anyway. So I'm going to, instead of going to the BRB screen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some text on the screen that lets people know that we're going on break. And I'm just gonna, instead of putting music on, I'm literally just going to leave this up, and you guys let me know if it triggers anything while I'm gone. Alright, friends, I'm back. What was the hidden message? Dare I ask? What did we find? Static. What? It's still playing? It was just all static? It's still going, guys. Holy heck. Well, we got some plants to go purify, so we're gonna go do that. Hey, Blessed Raven, good to see you. Thank you very much for that host, friendo. Welcome in to you and yours. We're gonna go purify some plants. In the operations corridor. You? You.
There you go. Doesn't that feel better?
Here comes the sun. Do 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 do.
Welcome back to the land of the living, little buddy.
Jesse really likes working with the plants, which I mean, valid. Operations corridor. Is there a plant around here somewhere? Doesn't appear to be. Alright. How goes things in the tavern? Well, Blessed Raven. Well, thank you for asking. Any day I can stream is a good day, and the plan is to do a double stream today. We've got the AWE DLC for Control, and then we've got Waterdeep this evening, so hooray. Can you listen to it in the menu? Yes, I can. However, we'll worry about that later. Part of the corridor, right? Maybe. Maybe. We already cleared that mold room. When we picked up the quest, you saw one of them immediately finished, so we already cleared out that mold. Hello, Nightfather Kitsune! Welcome into you and yours, friend. How are you? Good to see you, friends. This is the abandoned offices. This is not the same spot. Oh, fuck me. Alright. Get out of here, you nerds. Get— oh god, not you! Oh, fuck me. I am so dead. No! Ugh. I am very, very, very dead. Yep, 25. It'll also tell us how long it is. I don't mean you, Blessed Raven. I mean these jerks. This jerk who just dropped me like it was entirely too hot. But I was not prepared for that thingus. Not at all.
Agent Fisher at the motel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual.
Hey, Cookie, welcome in.
Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance, even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best, but mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell go and ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone.
Yeah, this guy's in the fast travel motel now, Bar. That's right.
They're messing with me. Whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. The cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck. Cooperate. Okay, there we go. All right, that was faint, but I definitely heard movement coming from the hallway. I think I might have finally caught one. The recording better work this time, or I swear to God I'll... What? Hello? Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the FBC. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
Oh, wow, that was it. Okay. Well, there we go, chat. So there's another plant in this area. Had to check for science. The tape recorder was just bugged. Yes, apparently. Let's see. Congratulations, Birch, Mila, Delta, and Star Dancer for winning that venture. Good show, friends. FBC, open up. Cookie, not quite FBI. Okay, time for bullshit again. Oh, come on. Piece of shit. And immediately killed. 25. I don't remember how to kill those things. I remember there was a trick to them, but I don't remember what the trick was. That's around for the house. Let's 5 XP to everybody in chat. On Blessed Raven. Cheers, Blessed Raven. Did it again. Went the wrong way. Good job, Dingus. Oh yeah, I have a shield. That's right. That's useful. There's some very hungry mimics on that venture, Winter Viking, for sure. Enjoy, Blessed Raven. Thank you for stopping by, friendo. Hope to see you again soon. Shoot it! Kill it! I can enslave it? Oh my god. I just captured the lizard thing. That's awful. Hooray. Okay. A lot of people are doing some adulting stuff today. Never feel bad for lurking, Blessed Raven. Here we go. We managed to possess the evil thingy. Hooray! We possessed the evil thingy. Plant? Plant two? No. Plant two? No. Birchmiller says, you're an evil thingy. I am, you right. I think there was a plant in the safe room, maybe? We can check. Well, thank you, Blessed Raven. Where was the safe room? There it is. Huh. I do not see a plant in the safe room, Trishka, but a good thought. Plant. Where is plant? Where is plant? We got the one behind the hidden wall. Maybe over here? No. Blessed Raven says, Pamela Isley, we could use some assistance, please. Pamela Isley to the front desk. Thank you. Yeah, right. We got that one. There's a third one. Supposedly in this area. I don't see. Oh, right there. Boop. Got it. Okay. We got that mold already. There's one more in the operations corridor. Does this, where we're standing now, count as the operations corridor? Let's find out. Plant. Poison Ivy in the FBC, right? I mean, she just adopted an English accent and decided to study the mold. Trisker. Nalbor says, anyone seen the horror short about the living plant? That is not descriptive enough, I'm afraid, friend. We're gonna need more than that, because that describes too many. Are plants living by default? Fair. Aha! Is the facility no OP? Might as well be. Delta says, seeing as this is the oldest house, it wouldn't surprise me if there was one stuck to the ceiling. Also fair. Okay. So back to this. We need to get a power cube from somewhere. Have I been in here yet? No, I have not. There was a darkness blob upstairs, probably. And go that way. Active investigation. There's a power cube. Okay, cool. Hello, power cube. You're coming with me. Blizzard Raven says, thinking about it, for as much crime as happens in Gotham, they have a great education system. You right. Light? Sort of. Button. Button. Oh dear. Wait, what? The Shadow. Compiled by Ezra Cruz, investigative researcher, by order of William Kirkland, head of research. Examination of paranatural entities, The Shadow. Summary. Paranatural entity A10, aka The Shadow, is an aggressive, redacted, consisting of 3 known types. Type A, localized manifestation of sentient shadow, capable of occupying organic and inorganic material, as well as exerting sapience over its surroundings. Type B, shaded individuals, human bodies possessed by the shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive, but do seem to retain memories of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether this condition is reversible. Type C, shaded objects, similar to Type B, except the inanimate objects are possessed solely to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, see AWE 35, which may imply a shared link to a paranatural intelligence. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive/defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lighting resources, some internally powered, to prepare for the eventuality of an outbreak. Refer to file 634-1923 for full report. Excuse me. I believe Crawford was the Raven. Come here, you asshole! You know what? Be my bitch. Thank you. Oh shit. Got him. Okay, that's open now. Hooray. Ballistic ground slam boost. Nice. Have we been up there? Let's find out. Rude. There we go. Yes, this is where we came in. Okay, cool. Room's lit up now. That's a plus. Let's see what this new enemy type is. Research and records. His agent airborne, or his ranger airborne. compiled by Emily Pope, research specialist by order of Director Jesse Faden. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss corrupted ranger, airborne, confidential. Summary. This subgroup of Hiss corrupted rangers has manifested the ability to levitate, similar to Hiss elevated agents. However, these airborne Hiss rangers display no telekinetic abilities and simply continue to use mundane Bureau weaponry. This evolution, being so similar to the elevated, possibly indicates that the Hiss can share permutations through a type of network or perhaps osmosis. However, the fact that this development in Hiss rangers has only been observed in the investigation sector may indicate that an environmental factor is responsible. They could be responding to an altered item or other paranatural element found only in that sector, or perhaps this is the natural progression of the Hiss ranger phenotype. Pardon me. Not enough time has passed to determine a conclusive trajectory of development for each of the Hiss manifestations, assuming any such trajectory exists. Refer to file redacted for full report. Oh, come on. Thank you. Lester Raymond says, I like the theory that since a lot of Batman's enemies are doctors, what if he has been in Arkham Asylum since the death of his parents? That theory doesn't hold water because he's been interred in Arkham Asylum and gotten out again. So that doesn't make any sense. Winter Bracken says, Man-Bat's name was Dr. Robert Kirkland. Kirk Langstrom. It's a cool villain. Cool. Okay, guess we're going through this door now. Active investigations. Hello, train. Sorry, just checking for secrets. Cool. I understand, Nalvor, but it doesn't fly with the cannon.
I don't feel right. Something in this darkness is draining me.
Draining my energy. Hello? Creepy thing? Okay. So there's several places that need power cores, but I don't see any power cores. And I'm not inclined to go venturing quite yet. Let's go this way.
Shit.
Oh, fuck.
Now what? What is that? Come on, elevator, time to go.
Thanks, Hartman.
So you
For the power core.
Right. I can use that.
Let's grab this. Vending machine procedures. ID, vending machine AI81-KE, acquisition date 06/11/2017, containment location, investigation sector, processing underway. Containment procedure, none known. Testing in the investigation sector is currently ongoing. Description of altered effect. A vending machine. Its front covered in a faux wood panel, coin-operated, buttons for selecting food products. This item generates and stores a variety of material, both edible and otherwise, in its rows of internal trays. Initial testing suggested that the item reacts to the mind of the individual in closest proximity and will produce whatever they subconsciously desire. Attempts to cause the item to create a living human have consistently failed. Background. The item was discovered in a nursing home in Redacted, Alberta, after a resident named Muriel redacted, called a local news station about a magic vending machine. The news story reported that the nursing home staff was purposely stocking the machine with distinctive foods and objects as a way to raise resident spirits. The Bureau response team encouraged this story while confiscating the item. Interesting. Oh, he's very much horrifying, Gamzee. I agree with you 100%. That is entirely the point. Yeet. Get a couple of those over there just in case. Yeet. Alright, let's go. 1 second. There we go. Back in. Sergeant says, Gamzee, you have the power of gun, you'll be fine. I feel like that entity is immune to gun. Call it a hunch. Night Springs screenplay, page 1. Excuse me? Note, the screenplay was found after the Bureau acquired the Night Springs television series and all its past episode scripts. It appears to be written by Alan Wake as part of an application to become one of the show's writers. Night Springs special script, episode Over the Threshold Darkly by Alan Wake. Host, voiceover. It is only human nature to wish to control the forces around us, and even more so to possess them. But what happens when those forces are not ours to claim, or even of this world? What if they are the things you can discover in Night Springs? Interior Secret Lab, night. We are in the secret lab. The large sign on the wall reads, The Federal Bureau of Night Springs. Scientist. I've told you several times, Director, it isn't ready. Director. It is ready when I say it's ready, Doctor. Scientist. But the being beyond the portal, we have no control over it. Well, they say write what you know, Mr. Wake. Blizzard Raven says, Alan Wake Easter egg? No, Blizzard Raven. That is not an Alan Wake Easter egg. This is an Alan Wake DLC. This entire DLC is about Alan Wake. Now, versus, didn't the name Night Springs show up earlier? Night Springs is an Alan Wake reference. It shows up in Alan Wake. I don't know if it showed up in this game previously or not, however. Dunk. What's in here? Yeah, DLCember, Blessed Raven, for sure. Hey, congrats on that venture. Wow, a lot of people. Guy Gamzee, whenever I can try scare and start answer with those wins. Good job, friendos. Good job. Nope. Hartman background. Compiled by Remy Dennis, Chief Investigator, by order of William Kirkland, Head of Investigations. Official findings report regarding Dr. Emil Hartman. Summary. Dr. Emil Hartman is an academic psychotherapist that owned and operated a recovery center in Bright Falls, Washington, focused on the treatment of artists struggling with creative blocks and other mental disorders. Publicly, Dr. Hartman's treatment center seemed unremarkable in its methods and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilize any latent paranatural abilities they may possess with the aim of shaping the world to his own benefit, which has earned him a Class 2 paracriminal designation. Note, for more on the link between artists and their ability to manipulate reality through artistic mediums, see file redacted. Investigations have has proven that Dr. Hartman's illegal endeavors were conducted alone. After being approached by the Bureau during the Bright Falls investigation, he displayed no remorse or intention to cease his actions. Dr. Hartman was taken into custody, evaluated, and released blank months later. Having been deemed a negligible threat, his medical license has been permanently revoked. Refer to file 712-8557 for full report. I don't think you should have released him, guys. He turned into that.
Yeah, how do you like that?
Blessed Raven says, Night Springs is where the Alan Wake game took place. Incorrect, friend. Incorrect. Alan Wake games took place in Bright Falls. Night Springs is the Threshold kids of that game. It's a Twilight Zone show that takes place in the fictional place of Night Springs based on Bright Falls. Gaggy Games says, having the power of gun is fine and dandy and quite useful until that thing shows up. Yep. You right, friend. Now where it says, I think it popped up as a TV show splash screen when we saw Alan and Zane. Possible.
Brian Hennerman, 21 years old, resident of Southern Texas.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I really don't understand why I'm here.
You know what you did, Mr. Hennerman.
I do?
Tell me about Delivery Disaster.
The movie? I mean, it wasn't very good.
That's not what your review said, but we'll come back to that. Tell me where you got the movie from.
Movie night, with a, a K, not an N, not night, like nighttime, but...
Who contacted you? Who told you to review that film?
No one. I just did it because it looked obscure. I didn't even like the movie. I shouldn't have gotten such a high score, but reviewing obscure films makes you look smart. And I thought if I looked smart, I would get listeners. My podcast would take off, and I could move out of my parents' basement, and maybe even go to college and get a film degree like I've always wanted to. I swear. I swear, I swear, I swear.
Okay, the kid doesn't know shit. I'm ending the session.
That is funny. If you missed our Control playthrough, like our base game playthrough, you won't know why that's funny. But there's a series of these audio logs, not from that woman, but from the dude being interrogated about old movie reviews, and some of them turned out to be AWEs. And he was so accurate that they brought him in and tried to figure out who the fuck he was working for, and the answer is no one. He's just a nerd. That's really funny. And after that bullshit that we just dealt with, some much needed levity. Cheers, friends. What's up here? Absolutely nothing. Cool. I'm just checking if I missed any other secrets while fleeing the thing that had been Hartman. Again, it says AWE. Altered World Event. Also known as the DLC that we're currently playing, AWE. Nalvor says he's talking about his podcast in an interview playing on Reel to Reel. Yep. Rich Miller says, so what you do is you let him back into the wild and just follow up on whatever nonsense he happens to review. That's exactly what they did. That game says, so the movies were stories or false timelines. No, they were objects of power. Sorry, altered items. Don't know where you got timelines from, friend. Shit. Just making sure I didn't miss any notes, because this game is all about the notes. All about the notes. Is that a note right there in the middle of the floor? No. Anything down here.
Arcade machines.
The arcade machine allows Jessie to access a variety of games derived from her own mind. Complete games to earn rewards, earn greater rewards. No, I'm good.
Whatever.
So, before anybody is like, hey, go do this, this is an endless arena mode. This is fight off waves of hiss, and you just get power-ups for it. I'm not really interested. So, if you guys want to do endless mode and fight a bunch of hiss as Jessie, have fun. Not my jam. Again, it says Altered World events. My mind went to movie, AWE, the movie is a window. Again, you keep sticking on movie for some reason, Gamzee. You've been bringing up movie all day, and you're the only one reaching that conclusion, friend. The evidence doesn't support anything about movies. So, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're on. I can't help you because I can't follow your logic. Trishka says some of the best lore gameplay we've seen you play on the channel is through this game. Well, thank you, Tracecare. That being said, I'm gonna be skipping Shoom. Not a fan. I find the arena modes to be boring.
What are you doing in investigations?
Jesus, don't scare me like that, Winston.
If you're talking right now, I can't hear you. It's a one-way system. Try to find an intercom.
Hi, Langston. I'll deal with you in a minute. Captain says, no, I meant the literal movies, the ones the guy was reviewing. No, we know what the movies do, dog. The movies, like, trap people in their plot lines and cause things to happen, similar to Alan Wake's Typewriter. Dangerous Delivery, or whatever the fuck the name of that movie was, the dude who was delivering that movie, his truck exploded. It has nothing to do with timelines. At all.
Langston, it's me, Jessie.
I know. I can see you on the monitors. The cameras in there haven't worked since we sealed that sector off a couple years back.
Let me guess. You sealed it because of the monster guy.
Wait, did you see Dr. Hartman? Jesus, I really wish you hadn't opened that fire break. Okay, listen, you need to find Hartman and kill him before he gets out into the Bureau.
That thing is a person?
He was a person. We brought him here to study after he was, altered in an AWE. I forget the medical word for what happened, but now light physically hurts him. Do you have a flashlight?
No.
A lantern? Headlamp? Oh, yeah, flare gun. Oh, Christmas lights. You could wrap them around your...
I don't have any of those, Langston.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm sure you'll think of something. I'll keep an eye on you from the Panopticon. This is kind of exciting, right?
Maybe from where you're standing.
Right, okay. Well, break a leg. Oh, why did I say that?
Okay, this Hartman thing can't have gotten very far. Let's go flush him out. Langston was right. This is kind of exciting.
It's just nice to have someone to talk to, you know? Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different. Like I'm crazy for wanting to work with altered items. People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items. Still, I don't know why people are making it so personal.
Right.
I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day, and no one thinks they're weird. Well, maybe that's not true. Darling is famous for being a bit out there, but when he's weird, it's charming. Altered items really aren't that frightening once you get to know them. If you figure out what they like or don't like, you know, what sets them off, then there's nothing to worry about. I guess at the end of the day, we're still just wild animals scared of our own shadows. We're supposed to be on the same team, but sometimes it feels like it's every department for themselves, like it's a race and we're all trying to be number one. If it is a race, though, I'd say Darling is a mile ahead of everyone else. He was Trench's golden boy for years, but that relationship has gotten pretty tense, or so I've heard through the grapevine. Not that I spread rumors.
Trench is dead,
Yeah,
dog.
people talk.
Actually, so is
Don't me,
Darling.
though. I keep my nose to the grind. Too much work to do to focus on those kinds of things. I need to stay focused so I can get my work done and get home to feed Alfred.
He's
Of course,
just gonna talk forever,
can't always
isn't
make
he?
it home for mealtime, so I have my neighbor check in on Alfred at 7 o'clock if I'm not back yet. She's very nice. Her name is Maria. She's older. She came to New York in the 50s to attend school and has been here ever since. She has a couple of kids. I met them at Thanksgiving. Big family. Very nice people. Anyway, she has a key to my apartment, and she gives Alfred his dinner if I'm not home. I'm gonna have to buy her a nice fruit arrangement as a thank you after this. I'm missing a lot of Alfred's meal times. She's probably gonna have to go to the store for more wet food. I'll have to remember to pay her back. Hold on, let me make a note. Pay back Maria for Alfred's food. Okay. Oh, one more thing. And buy her a fruit
I'm not leaving until he stops talking.
arrangement. All right, done. Are you a cat person? I don't think I ever asked. You seem like one, though. You'd like Alfred. He's very proper. Really carries himself well, you know? I named him after my favorite poet. Felt like a good fit. I got Alfred just before Sylvia died when I was at the... You know, I don't really remember where I got Alfred from. But, boy, those two did not get along. Oh, no. Sylvia thought she owned the place. Didn't like me getting in her way. Scratched me more than once when I was just trying to move her food bowl. That cat was a real asshole.
Wow.
I'm realizing now that
That's
language was
kinda
not
harsh.
entirely, professional. You see, Sylvia didn't tolerate most people, or animals, or anything. And that's what I meant when I said asshole. I would never use that word about a person. It was just, hey, there's a light flashing on the console here. I got to, check this out. I'll get back to you later.
Real smooth, Langston.
Cool. Eagle Limited AWE, Bright Falls AWE. Oh, goody. FRA Morrow AWE. Okay. Let's do the Eagle Limited first. He's still ranting on the one-way intercom? Yup. Oh yeah, no, absolutely, Trayscare. Trayscare says, Langston, the more I listen, the more I realize how lonely the poor guy is. I mean, they've been in lockdown for the entire duration of this game, which, you know, obviously don't count the times that I'm not streaming it, but, like, still, you know, to do everything that needs to be done, it's been days, obviously days. They were in lockdown before Jesse showed up, and he's, like, the only guy in the Panopticon. So, yeah, he's probably, like, super, like, messed up right now. Now for AWE, Alan Wake is mentioned. No, Altered World event, friend. Yeah, again, it says, I wonder if Hartman can become stronger if the hiss or altered objects sit in his altered darkness. The hiss made him stronger. Alan Wake told us that specifically. Devil says, in this universe, not remembering where you got something is not a good sign. Yeah, the hint there is that Alfred's an altered item. Hello, boys! Get out of here. Oh, for fuck's sake. are you still alive? Nope. Get out of here. More? For fuck's sake. Damn it. I am not coming over there until I deal with these chumps. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Oh, that lag. That was a headshot on that heavy. Holy crap. I can do. One more. Come on. Got it. Okay. Oop, over his head. That's a rocket! Back at you. Way to the right. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, she probably wants a Greek pizza too. I don't know if it's on that list. Yeah, get her a Greek pizza as well. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Is that a rail bridge? Yes, it is. There's an internal railway system in the oldest house. The rocket. Eat it. But yeah, there's an internal railway system in the oldest house. That was actually not who you think it was, Trisker. That was Gran. And I will do so. Alright, let's take a look-see. See what we can find. Any loot of a looting variety? You might be saying to yourself, Kit, why did you stay by the door in that enclosed space? And the cause is simple, friend. I have a sniper rifle. And it's easier for me to shoot from long range. It's harder for them to shoot from long range, so... And other lies I tell myself. Oops. There we go. Clearing out our inventory. Jessica says, I was rewatching the Mortal Shell difficulty. I may have gotten addicted. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Tracecare. Have you sat down and watched Voices of the Mountain yet, Burb? I keep asking because you keep saying you want to, and then not doing it. Apparently he wants us to go this way. You did last night, actually. Ah! Well, I am interested in hearing your thoughts, anyone's thoughts for that matter, but give me 1 second. Give me like a couple minutes, guys. I gotta get up and do a thing. I'm gonna turn some music on for you real quick. I'll be right. Very sorry, guys. There was a brief thing that I had to go deal with, and I just turned some music on. Apparently that was a problem. Sorry, guys. That's what I get for not having a playlist ready. Everything okay? Yeah, everything is fine now. I just... That's not something that I wanted to have happen, frankly. By the way, put a marker in, 50 XP. It is my fault, guys. I appreciate the kind words, but at the end of the day, it is my fault. I need to be I need to be aware of what I'm putting on my channel. And just because I have to get up and deal with a thing, I'm still responsible for putting the music in. Yeah, but it's still a problem that shouldn't have happened. And somebody comes in, hears that music, you know, it's a thing that I don't want to advertise, I don't want to support, and I don't want to, you know, have that being dealt with. I could get in a lot of trouble for that as well. It's not something that is acceptable at the end of the day. And, you know, brushing it off and saying, you know, you were away, it wasn't a big deal, I still need to filter that stuff. So, unfortunately, I am at fault. And unfortunately, I can get in a lot of trouble. Need to find a light, apparently. I appreciate you guys being mature about it, and, you know, bearing with it, but at the end of the day, I let you down. So, the VOD is going to get zapped by the keepers. They're gonna get to editing that immediately. And you know, if I face repercussions from any source, I would deserve it, frankly. So, heck is all I'm gonna say. Delta says, as soon as the stream ends, it'll be removed ASAP. Can you not do it while I'm live? Serious question, Delta. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm bringing the light over just in case this causes flack. Again, I appreciate you guys being mature about it, but that still should not have happened. Thanks for letting me know. Hey, Nightfall, are you still in here? Nightfall the Kitsune, are you still in here? Oh, cool. Nightfall the Kitsune says, I'm inclined to send a quick email to Pretzel, but it won't solve anything retroactively. That's literally what I was about to ask you to do. I was literally about to say, can you fire off a quick email to Pretzel and let them know that they have some not great tracks on their list. No, Del, don't do that. I don't want to preemptively make the stream end. We've only got a little bit. Honestly, looking at the time, I don't know. Do I want to just end the show here? Take the L. Here's the thing. This is gonna bug me for like a week now, because I let that shit through, and I could face repercussions, and I'm gonna be like gutted for a while now, frankly, and that sucks a lot. My instinct is to say, let's just wrap the stream. For fuck's sake. We'll go from there. It wasn't a document, it was a call for backup button. have a dodge button, I should use it. I tried to dodge past him, wouldn't let me. Come on. Slammed him into the ground. Alright. Well, I think I'm just gonna keep going. If I can do a stream, then I should do a stream. Especially if it seems like I might not be able to do a stream later. Because again, I might have to face repercussions for that. Yeah, it's fair, Delta. It's fair. It seems like we've mostly got, you know, understanding friendos in here, which is a boon, but I checked while we were talking, by the way. You guys can't see all the, like, back-end stuff that I've got active right now, but I checked, and while I agree that was out of character for Pretzel to have that stuff on there anyway, I had a setting checked that I should not have had. I must have misclicked. Hello? Can I? No, there it was. What is that? Where are you? Dead letters, brain missing. To the good-for-nothings at the security check, I know you took a part of my brain when you put me through that metal detector. I'm not stupid. I know what they're really for. What I don't know is whether taking part of my brain causes me to lose my memories or to lose sleep. I've been told if you lose sleep, you lose everything else, too. That's where you trick us... that's where you trick us regular people. Now I don't know which it is, and I don't remember what you did to me. I can't remember what you did to me, but I can tell you this much: I don't find this funny at all. I want my memories back, and you can be sure the next time I visit the Baltimore-Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport, I will come and find you and make you fix what you broke. Sincerely, I don't think I will be signing this with my real name. Like I said, I'm not stupid. You can just mind your own business. I am of the opinion that such a track should not be on the system at all, Nightfall.
Alright, Ati. Was this what you had in mind?
But... yeah, technically speaking, the fault is mine. There we go. we get in there somehow? Does not appear so. Okay. If anybody was confused by that, it's a dead letter. You find dead letters all over the Bureau that are just nonsense. Uh-oh. Broken elevator.
Shit.
Oh, fuck. Not great. Not great. There we go. Hello? Moldy boys? I think we need to go this way. Night Spring Screenplay, page 2. Okay. The robust director shoves the nerd-like scientist aside and heads for the portal control panel. He slams the on button with a determined fist. Director: all the more reason. The entire screen is filled with dangerous red. Then it fades away and we see that the two men are in another dimension. The air ripples around them as if they were in a 1983 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am sitting in the Texas sun after a 5-day road trip. Internal unknown dimension night. Scientist. Or interior unknown dimension night. What have you done? You've doomed us! Control yourself, Doctor, says the director. Where's this beast of yours? Scientist: right there, sir. A horrible, shapeless, shifting entity fills the horizon. It can't be described, that's how horrible it is. Director: what a thing of beauty you've been keeping from me. Right what you know, eh, Mr. Wake? Well, Hartman, no. Molded. Molded were an enemy from the base game. A lot of mold in here. Done. Yeah, Alan Wake and Oscar Wilde have something in common. That's what I will say regarding that Trace Scare. Okay.
Christ. Did the Hartman thing do all this?
We need to get in there to that. Oh, I see. It's a matter of playing with the chords. Got it. Okay, so we need you. Badoop. And we need you. Badoop. And that should open that. And we can get this. Badoop. And then, let's see, where else do we want to go? We want to go up there, which is open already. Great. Oh no, this is not the up there. This is just free loot. Cool. Dodge efficiency. Okay, we want to get in here with lots of loot. Okay, but we need 4 for that, so we need to get in there. And we need, okay, we need 3. So we need you. We need you. And we need open this? No? Which one did I do wrong? This one. Got it. Winter Viking says, cool art on the Voices of the Mountain tote bag. Well, thank you, Winter Viking. I hope you enjoy, friend. And then this one requires 4 blue. So you, and you. There we go. Okay. So now, where is the exit? Or was all of that just... Oh, I see. We need to go across. To go across, we need... you. And we need... you. Got it. Cool. Not bad.
Reminder, the law of 3 also applies to all faucets within the oldest house. Be mindful and don't cause any aquatic misconduct. Thank you for your attention.
Aquatic misconduct? What? Okay. Get that out of the way. Gonna be bringing you with me because I feel like you're important. Oh, goody. Double kill. Aquatic Misconduct is an excellent band name. Nightfall, you right. Eagle Limited AWE. Okay. Well, this is a scary dark room. Oh good, it's the corrupting darkness.
Dark corners to hide in. Okay, let's get the lights on and clear him out.
Where do I go? I don't see a place with light on it. I'm just gonna keep moving. Over there has light. Ow! Ah! 25. Birchmillis is aquatic misconduct. It's the shape of water, probably. Yeah. Try this again. I didn't see where I needed to go at first, and that was problematic. But I see where I need to go now. Oh shit. Really? Nifel says Gracie is purple today. Yes, she is. Thank you, Treska. Really? Wow. I didn't think I could do that any better than I did it. I assumed get over there, kill the dudes, call it a day. Apparently that's not the case. That's not the trick. I did take too many bullets getting over there, I guess. Thank you, chat. Thank you, keeper, specifically. Okay, let's get our energy all the way up. Here we go. There we go. Dusted. Don't know what all that on my screen is, but it's probably useful information. Got him. Oh, you're still alive. Not no more, you ain't. Okay. Can't get him? Damn it. Damn it. There we go. Got him. Cool. Dusted. Somebody's shooting somewhere. Take it back. There we go. Got the lights. Get out of here, you jerk. Oh, he just tears open the wall. Nice.
Where's it running off to now?
Dead in its tracks. New side mission available. Probably dealing with the train itself.
All aboard?
I don't know what that UI bug is, but it does not look kosher. Man, there's a whole up area too. Well. Oh, hey, I fixed it. Did I fix it? Yeah, I fixed it. Okay, cool. Well, we are going to check this area out first thing tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm having a bit of a panic attack at the moment, and I'm it's not cohesive for telling a story or solving a puzzle. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. This has been our first day of our Control AWE DLC playthrough. I will hopefully be back tomorrow with more of the same, and tonight with the return of Decisive Action into Waterdeep featuring the Nightlights. But if you're new around here, I'd like to take your attention for just a moment, if I may. I am the Sharp-Eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the Masked Bard. This is a channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, excuse me, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoy your time with us. Excuse me, I do hope that you enjoy your time with us. I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, and we're rolling with advantage in 2020 and beyond, which is 2 chances to catch a given stream. As I said, I will hopefully be back tonight with the return of Decisive Action into Waterdeep, featuring the Nightlights. Our weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition module playthrough of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, going into Tyranny of Dragons after the fact. Hopefully I will see you there. Stop by if you like tabletop role-playing games, or if you don't know if you like tabletop role-playing games, we'd love to have you. Control will be back tomorrow at the same time, 1 p.m. EDT, or your regional equivalent, with more of this interesting DLC. But for now, I need to get out of here. Apparently these hiccups want me to die. But when I do, I'll be hosting someone. It's someone who I like, someone who I hope that you all will like, and can spread some of the love that was felt here today over in their channel. And check back here, because I'm always hosting someone, and you might find your new favorite streamer that way. For now, though, as ever, it's time to close the book on today, and leave you with these parting words. From myself and my keepers, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time. Be it for Waterdeep, more Control, or otherwise a new chapter. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.